Hello and welcome to my room, and if you've ever done production of any sorts, whether it be filmmaking, whether it be theater, whether it be any type of production like that, you probably recognize the state my room is in currently. You can see I have stuff on my bed. I have a giant pile of trash here. I have wires strewn about the room, but we're in pre-production currently for a new project that I've been working on. There's another local competition, and as you can see, I am currently in later stages of post-production, so I thought I'd do another quick behind the scenes video. I have no idea how long this is going to be because I'm in late stages of post-production, but I thought I'd just give you an idea of where I'm at, what we're doing. Yeah, so here we are. Now this project is another kind of PSA project. It's a local one, and this one is about vaping. Okay, this one is about vaping and kind of an anti-vape PSA. It has to be 90 seconds. It has to go over a bunch of different sources. So that's what I have here. I'm in, like I said, the late stage of post-production, so most of the props are already done. So I'm going to run you through them here a little bit. So my script kind of goes over different aspects of what vaping can do to your lungs as well as your brain. And then it talks about strategies to help stop vaping. So these right here are poles that will be risen above my head when I'm talking about the different things that vaping can do. So this one is nicotine addiction, as you can see here. This one is my favorite one. This is mood disorders. I don't know if that is that picking up well with my lighting here, but it's got the brain and then the different letter, like all the text behind it. Kind of cool. And then this is a permanent reduction in impulse control, no stop kind of thing. So that's what I have there, and these are different boards that include a bunch of different stuff. This one is stuff that is in vapes, and then it rises up to show what those are also found in. So like nickel is in batteries, chromium is used to make stainless steel, etc. Then we got a bunch of statistics, a couple of quotes we have, and a little bit more statistics. So that's what we have so far. The only thing that still needs to be done is these. These are lungs. So these are done. They're stuffed fabric lungs. But I need a way to prop them and mount them on this mount. This is like an armature wire here. It's currently in a water bottle because I was trying to make that the base, so it would be in this, and lungs will click on to here with little slits in the back. It would go like this, like that. But you can see a couple of problems with that, in that it sags really badly, as well as if both of them are on it, the bottle just falls over. So we're working on that still. So yeah, that is the last thing I have to do in the prop section. Just make a base for that, and then we'll be ready for production, which is in 3 days, on President's Day, actually. So here's where I'm going to talk about the general idea of my script. I mentioned a little bit about it earlier, but it's an anti-vape PSA, 90 seconds long, and it goes into what vaping can do to your lungs, your physical body, as well as your mental. And I had an idea for what I want to do, and that's how it's written the script out. What's going to happen is, if you've ever seen the Say Something music video, I think is what it's called, by Justin Timberlake and Chris Stapleton, it's a good video. You should watch it because the music is good, and also the film, or like the music video, is also really well done in that it's all one take. So it goes through everyone playing the instruments live and the whole choir everything's there, but it goes through the entire like music video in one shot. So it's just on Justin, it's on Mr. Timberlake the entire time almost, and it's just all one shot and everything's being playing live. So it's difficult to do, but that's what I want to do. I want to do 90 seconds of non-stop, one take, all the way through the script with all the interacting elements and props all going through at once. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do all one 90-second take. So I have a couple of props. I have a PowerPoint that I'm going to do that's going to show slides on a projector. I have a crew, and by crew I mean a couple of my family members and one of my friends that I am grabbing to do this. So yeah, that's basically what I do. I just have to finish the props and all of that stuff, get ready, and I guess the next clip will most likely be on President's Day, our filming location, so we'll see you there. 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name is Brecken, and let's talk about vaping. You probably don't need an expert to tell you that vaping has risen in the US, but here's an expert to tell you anyway. The director for Centers of Disease Control and Prevention says that e-cigarettes are now the most commonly used tobacco product among youth in the US. Here's some more details. My bad. 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name is Brecken, and let's talk about vaping. You probably don't need an expert to tell you that vaping... Now let's talk about your lungs. The American Lung Association says that the inhalation of toxic chemicals can lead to irreversible lung damage and diseases. And trust me, there are plenty of toxic chemicals in vapes. In fact, the US Surgeon General says that many vapes include nickel, found in batteries, lead, found in bullets, chromium, used to make stainless steel, among many others. And not only does this affect your lungs, but also your brain. Youth who are vaping are much more susceptible to nicotine addiction, mood disorders, and a permanent reduction in impulse control. The director for Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. You probably don't need an expert to tell you that vaping has risen in the US, but here's an expert to tell you anyway. The director... God. The American Lung Association says that the inhalation of toxic chemicals can lead to irreversible lung damage and diseases. And trust me, there are plenty of toxic chemicals in vapes. Cut. You're good.
We're connecting halfway through. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. I was about to push it and it said, want to reconnect?
Timing is awesome.
Okay.
How are you? Looks good? Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Slide looks fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
My
You're fine,
bad.
guys.
All good, all
It's
good.
all good.
We've all gotta have at least one mess up.
Yeah.
I already had mine.
Oh shoot, I'm so close.
As Sylvia Burnwell, U.S. Secretary of... Dang it! Health and Human Services. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are many strategies to help stop vaping. First, avoid places that trigger the urge to vape. Then, drink water, chew gum, and call people who will support you. As Sylvia Burnwell, U.S. Secretary of Health. Hello. It is about a week since the montage we just saw, and you might think we're in post-production now, but actually we are still in production. After that first session, it took a long time to set up, but we still had a good amount of time to film. We got a couple of takes that would work, but we didn't have time to get the one that I wanted. We had one at the very end that was perfect, but the mic was off. So we're gonna have to plan another film day, which I think we have set for this Saturday. About like a week or two, I think, since our last time. I can't remember. I have short-term memory loss probably. But yeah, so we're gonna film again this Saturday hopefully. And then after that I think we'll be good. We still have a month at least. Yeah, about a month actually, almost exactly a month. Until I have to turn everything in for the competition. But until then, we're still good to go. So, I guess also some footage of our second filming now. Or just behind the scenes. I don't know what's going to come next, but it'll be for that. Youth who are vaping are much more susceptible to nicotine addiction, mood disorders, and a permanent reduction in impulse control. In fact, The U.S. Surgeon General says that many vapes include nickel found in batteries. Okay, restart. 3, 2, 1. Youth who are vaping are much more susceptible to nicotine addiction, mood disorders, and a permanent reduction in impulse control. As Sylvia Burnwell, U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services says, there's a need to prevent youth and young adults from vaping. They're not vaping! First, avoid places that trigger the urge to vape. Then, drink water, chew gum, and call people who will support you. As Sylvia Burnwell, U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services says, there's a need to prevent youth and young adults from using tobacco in any form, including e-cigarettes. The health and well-being of our nation's young people depend on it. Hello. It has been over a month since I've last filmed anything for this behind the scenes, and over a month since the due date of this project. And I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that everything went smoothly in post-production. It wasn't very much editing, obviously, because it was one take. Got it all done, got it all in, sent it in on time, like almost a week beforehand, and that was all good. But the bad news came 2 days ago, May 1st, when I was supposed to find out the outcome of the film. Even if it wasn't winning, I expected an email that was like, congrats, you didn't win, but thanks for playing, right? But I got no email the entire day. So in the late afternoon of that day, I checked through all the rules and the website and checked my video. And it turns out that my video had been on private the whole time when it was supposed to be unlisted. And if you don't know what that means, because they were viewing it through YouTube, I was supposed to upload it as an unlisted video so only people with the link could see it, so that they would get the link when I sent it to them and they could view it. But what happened is that I sent the link, but the link was to a private video, so only I could view it and they weren't able to. So that's the bad news, is that I did not win. I did not even get judged because I forgot to put it on unlisted instead of private. But I don't want to end this video on a down note, because we have part 2 of the good news, is that I sent them an email about this. I was like, yo, I did not do this, my bad. I'm not expecting anything from this, but I sent them the video anyway. I was like, here's my video, I don't expect any repercussion or any prize or anything, I just wanted to share it because I put the work into it, so here you go. And they shot me an email quickly back and were like, thanks, sorry that didn't work out, but they said, I'll show it up here, they said that I definitely would have been one of the finalists, so it's good knowing that it worked and I put in the effort and it worked well, even if we didn't get it. And part 3 of the good news is I've been working on another film, well, parallel to this project, parallel to the post-production of this project at least, for the Kiwanis Teen Film Festival here in Idaho, and it won. I didn't enter it for the comedy section, but I entered it for the action drama because they do it in sections, but they can consider it for other sequences, other sections of the competition, and I won for the comedy section. So that's super cool, even though this one didn't work out. The one that I was working on parallel to this project did work out, and that is already uploaded. So if you'd like to see it, I didn't film much behind the scenes, but what I did get, I'll show now. So yeah, that is basically it. Here's that stuff.
You bird.
3, 2, 1, action.
Our winner goes to the film titled How the Cookie Crumbles by Brecken Bates. Come back on up, Brecken.
I guess what I liked is working with all of my family on the past ones that I did before that. There was a lot of other people getting involved. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I had to run up here twice.
He loves the low shots. And when you're doing low shots, it gives you a whole different perspective. And it's over, or no, it's not. And then they go back to the kids, and it's just a fun show. How the cookie crumbles.
So yeah, that is my behind the scenes for the Know Vape contest and a little bit of the Kiwanis Teen Film Festival. That one was just super big, so we didn't get the chance to do much behind the scenes. But it was super awesome doing both of these. Definitely stressful trying to do it all together at once, but it worked out mostly. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for whatever film or project I will be working on. And I'll see you there.